Rudd, one final question. I respect that you don't want to go near the leadership issues. I'm interested in a bit of a reflective look back. Do you have regrets about any of the sort of major approaches that you took either to policy or personnel when you were Prime Minister, things you would have done differently?
Look, any honest answer to that question will always answer it in the affirmative. And I've said it before, maybe on this program or elsewhere, I can't remember now. I know the lantern-jawed classical response from your politician who never makes a mistake is to say, I have no regrets. Well, for God's sake, give us a break, you know. Of course you make mistakes. I'm sure you've written the odd poor article in the newspapers once or twice, Paul, and been proven to be wrong. Okay, it happens to us all, we're human. Obviously what I've said before in public debates is that I made a great error of judgment in terms of the deferral of the emissions trading scheme. I accept responsibility for that. It was my call. Long debates and large debates about the underpinning factors. But ultimately, if you're the leader of the show, it's your call. And the big debate about the mining tax, ultimately, that was my call. I was the Prime Minister. Sure, other ministers, including the Treasurer, had central roles, but it was ultimately my call. So you accept responsibility for these things. And we'd all wish in politics we had the gift of 20/20 hindsight. We don't. We simply put things together as best we can, work out what our values are for the future, work out what policies can make a vision happen for the country. And like the infrastructure revolution we're engaged in at the moment, can you imagine Australia without a national broadband network and the economies of the 21st century? The other mobs sort of dance around the edge and say, you know, the sky will fall in, it costs too much. 5 years' time, people will say, why the hell did we have it 10 years ago?
Mr Rudd, you've been generous with your time. We really do appreciate you joining us on Australian Agenda. Thanks very much.
Always happy. I look forward to Mr Abbott being here soon.
So do we. Let's stay in hope.